The colors will be presented by Chaffee High School Navy JROTC under the direction of Lieutenant Commander Martin Jones. Leading the Pledge of Allegiance is C.J. Rogers, student at David Stein Chaffee West Community School. Following the salute to our flag, the Chino Hills High School drumline and saxophone quartet will perform a patriotic cadence and the national anthem.
Raise up. Colors.
Would you all please follow me as I lead you in the flag salute? Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The wide geographical expanses, the diverse terrain, and rich cultural history of San Bernardino County are well documented. Since its founding, people have flocked here, charmed by the boundless potential of the area's abundant resources and opportunities. The same holds true for San Bernardino County Public Schools. Each school in every district is unique in its characteristics and significant for its accomplishments. And all are united in their commitment to see that each and every student has unlimited access to opportunities and resources to reach their boundless potential. Our districts, schools, and staff are focused on transforming the student experience, expanding the impact we can make in the lives of our students by ensuring equity, creating opportunities to meet the needs of all students, engaging our communities and our partners to work collectively with us to build strong schools and resilient communities, and empowering innovation with inspiring educational practices to prepare our students for the workforce of tomorrow. We've been very fortunate in this county to have tremendous support for our public schools. We know in order to build a better future for our children in these uncertain times, our partnerships and our resolve must be boundless in reach and stronger than ever. Across our county, our compassion and commitment for every child is unshakable. We share a collective sense of responsibility for our youth, and through our countywide vision and collective impact efforts, we have committed to work with all sectors of our community so that students are prepared for success, cradle to career. We must begin in the early years to create a strong foundation with the goal of creating systemic change so no child or parent ever feels marginalized. With the firm belief that early literacy lay the foundation for child's success from cradle to career, county schools, county preschool services, Children's Fund, and First Five San Bernardino began Footsteps to Brilliance last April as part of our countywide Vision to Read campaign to increase literacy rates among children and families. This early learning mobile technology platform provides free access to early literacy activities so all families with children ages birth through pre-K who reside in San Bernardino County. Research shows the greatest disparity of knowledge among children is the vocabulary gap. Children from low-income families hear 30 million fewer words before the age of 4 than their more affluent peers. And this is compounded by the fact that 61% of low-income children have no books in their homes. The partnering agencies came together this past January to pilot Footsteps to Brilliance with a cohort of 1,500 preschool students. We expanded the program in the spring and challenged all families in the county with birth through pre-K children to read 3 million words by September. And as of September 1st, preschoolers had read 13.5 million words with more than 49,000 books. Let's take a look at Footsteps to Brilliance in action.
Footsteps to Brilliance is the answer I know I've been looking for the last several years. Our families in our community are going to be able to download the Footsteps to Brilliance app, and they're going to have access to thousands of learning games, all this wonderful software on almost any device that they can think of.
In addition to preparing our students to be capable readers, to give them experiences in language and literacy that they need to be successful as they come into our schools, Footsteps to Brilliance also has amazing opportunities to develop their STEM learning skills as well. There's opportunities to read and engage with text that's grounded in science.
A feature where the child can write their own book is going to be really helpful in both learning and comprehension. I love the fact that Footsteps to Brilliance is in English and in Spanish. The ability for the parents to work right alongside the children is very important to their learning. Parent engagement is vitally important to a child's learning.
This is exciting news for me that you guys are taking the time to spend time with the parents, having these workshops so that we can help teach our kids so they can have a better chance than we did.
I love Footsteps to Brilliance because I can write my own book and I can do the letters.
So I think it is a game changer for our community, and I believe that once people get a love for learning and a love for reading and literacy, that's the first language. Once they gather that language and master it, they can learn the language of math and the language of science. It just makes all the difference in the world.
Through collaboration, community school partnerships enhance delivery of educational services. Another model program is the Ontario Montclair School District Promise Scholars Initiative, which earned a Golden Bell Award from the California School Boards Association. Promise Scholars believes that fulfilling the prosperity of the community requires a shift toward a college-going culture with all stakeholders aligning messages, activities, and resources to unlock the potential of all students. There are 10,000 Promise Scholars across Ontario Montclair School District and at Chaffey, Montclair, and Ontario high schools. That is projected to grow to 30,000. This past year, 64% of all seniors at Chaffey, Montclair, and Ontario high schools completed college financial aid applications, placing those schools far above the national average. That's a 40% increase over the baseline year of 2012. And for all of our students to experience this success, we are engaging youth and families in the education process more than ever. Our San Bernardino Countywide Student Advisory Panel has gained a reputation as a model framework for early leadership and student voice. The program rose from our strategic plan, and over the past 3 academic years, students have met through a series of student advisory panel meetings that give them an opportunity to engage in the process of their own education and share their voice on school and community issues. As participants, students collaborate, discuss, and address concerns in key areas of the countywide vision's Community Vital Signs Transformation Plan, which includes the economy, education, safety, and health and wellness. In doing so, students hone in on problem solving, teamwork, communication, and leadership skills. Students then present on their work to community leaders and elected officials who can influence change and bring awareness to issues in boardrooms and legislative chambers across the state. We want our students to know that what they care about matters, and more than that, supporting what they care about can impact change. We invited 3 of our student advisory panel members here to share with you their reflection on the program and its benefits. Allow me to introduce you to the next generation of brilliance.
Hello, I'm Raziel Jordan from Pacific High School.
My name is Abril Landa from Silver Mountain High School.
And my name is Caitlin Todd from Pacific High School.
Last spring, I was fortunate enough to participate in the Student Advisory Panel. Joined by more than 100 other high school students from our county, we collaborated and worked together on our fun activities and talked about important issues and topics facing our county, including education, health and wellness, safety, and the economy. We were split into small groups to focus on our chosen topics and work to create in-depth presentations. We were forced to listen to each other since we weren't familiar with each other's backgrounds and work together to use critical thinking skills to finish the task. Before the Student Advisory Panel, I lived in my own little bubble. Today, I feel much more comfortable speaking with new people and sharing ideas that are important to me.
She's right. Having the chance to collaborate with so many unique students with different personalities and backgrounds was a great experience. The skills developed as a member of the Student Advisory Panel allowed us to speak in a room full of elected officials, community members, educators, and other students, and not being afraid in expressing ideas. During the panel, my team presented in front of several business officials, community leaders, and even school board members. By putting individuals of high status in front of students, it gave us the real-life opportunity to showcase and utilize the skills we learned while discussing issues that were important to us. My group presented and focused on what we can do to improve education and how we can make our suggestions a reality. The Student Advisory Panel did so much for students like me. With programs like this and education to match, I feel I will have the skills needed to be college and career ready, and I will be prepared to give back to the community and next generation.
I found the Student Advisory Panel to be a very meaningful experience because it really made us feel like our voices mattered. It connected us with professionals and community leaders and gave us the chance to share our student perspective with individuals who can really make a difference in our daily lives. In a county of over 400,000 students, I was honored to have the incredible opportunity to become a student advocate and represent our collective voices and outlooks on issues related with our county vital signs. Most importantly, I feel this past year's Student Advisory Panel empowered me by providing several opportunities to practice important soft skills such as collaboration, communication, and active and effective listening. This has greatly boosted my confidence and also improved my professional problem-solving skills that I can apply to many aspects of my life. And I know these skills will help when I apply to college, meet new people, and eventually pursue a career in STEM-related fields. All in all, by participating in the Student Advisory Panel, I can see I'm not only prepared for the future, but for the present as well. Thank you.
Let's give our students another round of applause. They're amazing. You know, a signature element of California's move towards greater engagement, transparency, and accountability is the new California School Dashboard, which includes multiple measurements in key areas to provide a better understanding of how local schools and districts are progressing. The dashboard is aligned with state academic standards, but goes way beyond test scores or a single number for ranking school performance. It includes state and local performance indicators aligned with local control and accountability plan priority areas and emphasizes performance, growth, and continuous improvement. San Bernardino County school districts and government agencies will be well equipped to use data for decision-making, reporting, and storytelling with our San Bernardino County Education Data Platform. We are working with Bright Bytes, a leading learning analytics organization that uses complex analysis and educational research to drive evidence-based decisions and improved student outcomes. The Open Data Portal looks to be a robust network of resources that optimizes Esri, ArcGIS geodata, state and local indicators, and an interactive cradle-to-career roadmap focused on college and career readiness. The secure side of the platform includes an early warning system that provides educators with insights to identify early on students who are at risk of dropping out and students on course to be college ready. And while an interactive cradle-to-career roadmap will include metrics and best practices for milestones along the roadmap. The work is moving forward with 7 pilot districts indicating interest in the first phase. Let's take a look at a preview of the San Bernardino County-wide Open Data Portal and hear from 2 of our participating district superintendents.
More that we can use data to be transparent, to show where we're coming from, and share with not just within our organizations, but with the public, those needs that our students have, those challenges that we have across our districts, the more we'll be able to build partners and coming together and finding student success.
The transparency that's involved in this process, that we can not only compare ourselves from a district perspective, but we can look at ourselves district-wide. I think the open portal is an excellent vehicle to promote this venue.
I think that the early warning system is going to be very beneficial for our students. It takes a look at the whole child So many times we just look at test scores and we know that that does not make up the story of the child. So looking at behavior patterns, whether it's social patterns, whether it is their demographics, whether it is those test scores or the performance in class, to make a decision and predict how they're going to perform in the future.
Well, you know, we're excited for the county for being taking the lead in this process, and we believe that collectively the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools would be an excellent model for the state in regards to replicating.
The change that we will see across the county will be making decisions based on data. We always talk about with our teachers about making those decisions based on where students are. But it'll truly enable us to make those decisions on a wider context, looking at not just what happens on the individual class, but across the school, across our districts, and across our county for comparisons. It will also allow us to work together with our other districts and find ways that we can duplicate success for our students.
We ultimately see the data platform as a key resource to inform decisions, identify priorities, and align resources across all segments of our community. You know, creating a just and equitable society where all children, regardless of ethnicity, income, or zip code, can pursue and reach their boundless potential is not only our priority, it is our obligation. Anything less fuels inequality and undermines equal opportunity for the majority of students in San Bernardino County Public Schools. Research from the Century Foundation indicates that low-income children rarely escape poverty without a college degree. And school communities across San Bernardino County are showing that the intergenerational passing of social disadvantage is not inevitable, nor does it have to determine an individual's destiny. I am pleased to share model programs that are breaking this cycle. Our county-wide homeless education and foster youth programs are changing the course of student lives. Through the generous support of the county-wide Gangs and Drugs Task Force, as well as Southern California Gas Company, 23 homeless education students received more than $23,000 in scholarships to pursue their higher education goals. And another great partnership is with the Give Something Back Foundation, which is helping to fund scholarships for foster youth. Only half of the foster youth who are high school seniors graduate each year, and only about 3% earn college degrees. But thanks to a $1 million gift from the Give Something Back Foundation and founder Robert Carr, we are working to improve those numbers. The foundation, The foundation has partnered with Cal State, San Bernardino, and county schools to identify a cohort of 30 foster youth ninth graders to employ strategies to help them achieve in school and also provide the life skills needed to become self-sufficient. When these cohorts of foster youth students graduate from high school, they will be ready and able to attend Cal State San Bernardino on a full ride scholarship, with the guarantee they will leave college after 4 years debt-free. And in line with our African American Task Force initiative to see that all students achieve and reach their boundless potential, the triumphs of San Bernardino County and Riverside County African American graduates were honored and celebrated at the Inland Empire Black Graduation Scholarship Recognition Ceremony. The recognition ceremony first started in 2011 with 50 students and 4 scholarships awarded. This past year's ceremony had 480 students with 43 student scholarships awarded. The celebration at Cal State San Bernardino is another example of broad sectors of the Inland Empire community working together to ensure that more and more students complete high school and are guided towards boundless higher education opportunities. And AVID in San Bernardino County and Riverside County is a formula for success. Short, for advancement via individual determination, we've more than doubled the numbers of graduates in AVID classes in the past 8 years, from 1,200 in 2009 to a record 2,600 senior graduates from 46 county high schools this past spring. Those are amazing figures. But a fact you may not be aware of is that San Bernardino County is part of the greatest AVID region in the world. No other state, no other country in the world has as large a concentration of AVID students. And AVID students graduate from high school. Every single one. 96% of AVID graduates meet the A through G requirements, and 87% are accepted into 1 or more 4-year colleges. Each AVID student has a unique story. One commonality is that 85% are the first in their families to attend college. Abigail Morales, a 2017 AVID graduate who began classes at UC Davis this fall, said joining AVID was the best choice she made in high school. Despite different backgrounds, we all have similar goals and share the same ambition about getting a higher education, said Morales. Without AVID, my dreams would not be possible. And to express the boundless dreams of our students, please welcome the Arroyo Valley High School Dance Company performing Touch the Sky.
Fortune lies beyond the stars. Those stars and heights too vast to climb. I got so high to fall so far, but I found heaven as love swept low. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. Upward falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground. My soul breathing, I found my life when I laid it down. Upward falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. Upward falling, spirit soaring. I touch the sky when my knees hit the ground.
That was so inspiring. Let's give our students another round of applause. By unleashing innovation and inspiring educational practices, we are creating opportunities and possibilities in and beyond the classroom. This past spring, I was fortunate to attend a meeting at Fox Studios with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and the National AVID Center. At the table were CEOs and leaders from some of America's largest companies, such as Nike, J.P. Morgan Chase, and others. And what do top business leaders from some of the largest corporations in America tell us about the skills they look for in potential employees? Soft skills. Skills such as verbal communication, organization, time management, flexibility and adaptability, creative thinking, teamwork, and strong interpersonal skills. We took their input to task and immediately began to plan for the first ever county-wide soft skills boot camp for San Bernardino County students. Nearly 200 high school students gained advice about effective communication, worked as team players, learned about ethical decision-making, and took part in mock trials interviews, all essential skills that will help them transition from the classroom to college and to their careers. Take a look at the tremendous energy and enthusiasm of the students who participated and the business partners who provided us with valuable input on the skills sought by employers.
This is extremely important because you learn how to build upon your communicative skills, and that's extremely important when you start working in the work field and when you start broadening your horizons. It's important to start getting out of your comfort zone, and to do that you have to know the basic skills on how to communicate and collaborate with people.
A boot camp like this helps students reach their potential because it kind of gives them that extra edge that they might not have had, that extra training.
Not a lot of people, when they enter the workforce, they don't know how to do it because some of them don't get the opportunities to get to work. So I just think this opportunity in this boot camp is just a really good program.
Give students the ability to at least experience it, because a lot of students may not get it in the regular classroom. They may not even get it at home. But if they're exposed to it, sometimes you can create that spark.
You're gonna go out there in the world and do business or education, further education. We can use these skills for any of those jobs, whether, respecting our, higher authorities, our other coworkers, people around us, what our job actually is, and getting a job done as a team and independently.
I think it is important because we are going to be young adults soon, and we're going to go out into the workforce, and we need those skills to help us in the future of, discovering of who we are and, meeting new people who will help us in the future with our careers.
If I would have been exposed early to something that I'm going to be involved with, then I know why I'm getting the education, and the application of learning becomes more applicable to the end result. So I think it's very, very important that these boot camps are established.
In education and industry, we also recognize the need to build critical pathways for students with job progression at both professional and technical levels, creating sustainable wages for a healthy workforce and economy. Best practices in our county include our regional occupational programs, career technical education, linked learning, regional hub of excellence, Alliance for Education, and Growing Inland Achievement Initiative. All are providing students with opportunities to integrate rigorous academics with technical training in the STEM disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, cybersecurity careers represent some of the fastest job growth areas in our economy, which is why we are excited about the up-and-coming Cyber SB program that looks to create a pipeline of students who will have industry-recognized credentials and degrees for the high-demand, high-growth cybersecurity industry. With more than 200,000 cybersecurity jobs in the U.S. unfilled, we are looking to put San Bernardino County on the map as a center for innovative learning, training, and leadership in the cybersecurity field. Cal State San Bernardino boasts one of the top cybersecurity programs in the country, with, get this, 100% of its graduates gaining employment, many in jobs paying $90,000 a year or more. Cyber SB is more than a school or ROP program. It's a hub for learning and innovation in the recently named San Bernardino County Board of Education Dorothy Ingram Learning Center in San Bernardino. The program will combine career technical education with rigorous academics in 4 pathways: threat intelligence, programming and coding, network systems, and drone technology. What an ideal opportunity for our students and to propel forward our region's economy. Technology and non-traditional subjects and learning environments are part of new educational approaches. For example, the Maker movement is creating opportunities for students to learn how the concepts and theories of STEM subjects can be applied in the real world. Makerspace areas in the classrooms combine the spirit of arts and crafts with science, technology, engineering, and math in a collaborative environment where students explore, learn, share, and address challenges together with industry partners. At Bing Wong Elementary in the San Bernardino City Unified School District, the iSTEAM Lab Makerspace is focused on innovation, imagination, and inspiration as the first stage in a K-12 linked learning manufacturing career pathway. San Bernardino is one of 8 districts, along with Colton, Chaffee, Chino Valley, Fontana, Rialto, Upland, and Yucaipa-Calamasa in our San Bernardino County Linked Learning Regional Hub of Excellence, offering career pathways with real-world experience and training in high-tech fields using 21st century skills and tools to students. Expanding learning programs provide similar boundary-breaking learning environments for students. California ranks first in the U.S. with its network of after-school programs, and I am pleased to say that 263 schools in San Bernardino County have expanded learning. It used to be thought that these programs were just to keep students occupied after school and during the summer, but we know how valuable they become for a student's academic and social success. They are all part of a high-quality learning program that engages students beyond the traditional school schedule with a variety of activities, including science, geography, art, music, exercise, and nutrition. Following our successful first ever countywide symposium on expanded learning last year, the state is using our example as the model for its inaugural symposium this coming October. Redlands Unified has the expanded learning program at 10 sites. And we visited Franklin Elementary to take a look.
I think what people don't realize is there is a high need for extended learning. I can think of a particular 3rd grade boy that was not in the program, was not able to get help with his homework from his parents, so we got the student into the program, and now the teacher said he's flourishing, he's doing great with his homework, he's got the sense of responsibility to make sure that he gets everything completed.
They helped me on my multiplication. I got better at it every day. I was one of the highest kids in my class to get it. And reading, they helped me a lot on reading because I couldn't pronounce the right words. So they would help me and help pronounce it.
We have a good connection with the school, so it's a good transition from the school day to the after school.
So we gotta line up and then we all say hi and then we go to classroom and then we eat and then we get to sit at tables with people in our class that we know and we get to do our homework together.
I will say emotional growth will be part of what we see with the students. It's something that we've been trying to focus on here.
My youngest tends to be a little more reserved. She has opened up a lot more, so I have seen growth.
I think one of the most important aspects is they learn responsibility. They get homework help, they get enrichment, and they get a dinner, so we know that they're being taken care of. And most of all, they enjoy the program.
The staff and the program leaders, they help us with homework and math problems, things that are really hard.
Whether the focus is on core curriculum, STEM and STEAM principles, increasing physical activity, or providing healthy food choices for the students, all are yielding boundless learning opportunities for our students, their families, and our communities, and help to create a positive culture in the school. And we're seeing incredible positive social, emotional, and academic outcomes among the students at our nearly 380 schools in 28 districts participating in PBIS. Through the positive behavior interventions and supports framework, school staff can adopt evidence-based behavioral interventions and support systems, one student and one family at a time. More than 80 schools in the West End and East Valley region recently received statewide awards for their PBIS programs, while more than 70 schools and preschools in the high desert region earned statewide honors, including our county's first 2 Platinum Award winners at Hellendale and Phelan Elementary and Snowline Joint Unified. And the impact PBIS has made on creating positive cultures and helping reduce suspension and expulsion rates at our schools is significant. Since 2011-12, we have seen a 71% decrease in the number of total suspensions in our county and a 63% decrease in total expulsions. These strategies that keep students engaged in school are contributing to increases in graduation rates. Our countywide graduation rate continues its upward climb, with 82.6% of the students from the class of 2015-16. And according to data from the California Department of Education, nearly 38% of seniors in the class of 2016 in San Bernardino County met A through G requirements for entrance into either the UC or CSU system. Chaffee Joint Union High School District is one of the largest comprehensive high school districts in the state and a model for A through G completion, where 55.5% of students completing A through G in comparison to 45% in the state and 37% in the county. For 2017, the district is continuing the momentum with 60% of graduates having completed the coursework to attend a CSU or UC campus. And upon graduation, Chaffee students have the option to attend 6 local colleges and universities that have forged guaranteed admission partnerships with the district. In 2016, the district was awarded 6 of the county's 10 Gold Ribbon School Awards. And moving forward, Chaffee is one of 2 county districts, along with Mountain View School District, in the Khan Academy Partnership to pilot programs that will further support students with rigorous curriculum. The Khan Academy Partnership is a new regional partnership for San Bernardino County schools, along with county education offices in Imperial, Los Angeles, Orange, and Riverside counties, along with Long Beach Unified School District. The Khan Academy features online instructional resources aligned with K-12 content standards and will provide students across Southern California access to free online tutoring resources to help them better prepare for college. This will be a great tool that teachers and their students can use to strengthen learning in the classrooms. Moreover, we expect it to have a profound impact on tutoring access for English learners and socioeconomically disadvantaged students. Here's a short video that provides an introduction to the Khan Academy Partnership.
We can work specifically with teachers and principals at the site level, and teachers can incorporate the incredible resource that the Khan Academy provides and match it to the individual levels of students. That's where learning becomes powerful.
We think collectively we can now really help teachers and administrators supercharge classrooms. And be very clear what that is, because there's a lot of misconceptions. It is in no way about Khan Academy versus teacher. It's the exact opposite. It's how we can supercharge a teacher so that a teacher can spend more of his or her time either doing one-on-one interventions, planning more in-depth experiences. What we're excited about this partnership and the series of product launches that we're doing together over the next few months is we think that there's a way to directly meet teachers' needs today, so that it's easier for them to assign things, it's easier for them to assess where their students are, but then provide a pathway towards more and more data and personalization.
There will be so many students who will be able to access the program and individualize their learning, and then when they find out where they are, know how to remediate and as well as accelerate. So students will be given hope, they'll be given opportunities for scholarship, and so we are looking forward to that partnership.
This is the first time we're ever doing anything like this, first time any districts have done anything like this, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the teachers who are involved with it, the administrators who are involved with it, and hopefully we see a lot of students just learning a lot and loving to learn.
I'm excited to partner with Dr. Judy White on the rollout and implementation of this program in our schools and districts, along with our colleagues across the Southland. We are transforming the student experience in our county schools' alternative education programs so that the students served have the same opportunities for success. We started with the vision of recognizing 10 grads at our first-year student services graduation, but that number more than tripled to 36. And we hope to double that number of grads in our second year, not expecting we would remarkably grow to an inspiring total of 138 students receiving their high school diploma. Many were the first generation in their families to graduate from high school, including Victor Ramirez Diaz, who completed his education at David Stein Chaffee West County Community School and received AXA's Every Student Succeeding Scholarship Award for 2017. Victor has goals of becoming a lawyer. He says he wants his teachers to see him be successful, which is why he gets up every day to go to school and do his best.
This is a meaningful day. This is a culmination of the effort and work. You know, when many of our students come into our programs, they have challenges. They may have had some bad experiences. And when they came to our program, they needed to make up the credits. They needed to put forth extra effort to get back on track. And through the support of so many people, including our staff, their families, and other key stakeholders, they were successful, and today celebrates that achievement.
I'm so nervous, but I'm happy.
I feel great, actually. I never thought I would make it to this day, you know, and now that I'm here, it feels wonderful.
So I think our staff has been, tremendous as far as giving all their effort to just show these kids what it takes to get to where we're at. I mean, by being an example as well. You know, a lot of us have, came from the same type of community and we've made it, so, we go back and share with our kids and, hopefully they can continue to grow.
What happens is over time the students come alive and they change and they understand that they can be successful.
Going to school for welding, and then after I finish that, I want to go to San Diego State University for underwater welding.
I'm going to go to college to be a probation officer.
I'm going to study carpentry, plumbing, and cooking.
Started culinary arts and playing basketball. That's my dream.
I'm just looking at the faces of the kids that I had a chance to mentor, and I know that they're going to be successful. I have a total of 15 graduates, and 14 have already applied for college.
We want every student in San Bernardino County to realize and actualize their unique, boundless potential, to be transformed by lifelong learning, to unite their promise with endless possibilities, to experience innovation and turn discoveries into solutions for the common good, to be engaged and productive citizens with a voice for positive change. We want all students to be inspired by great teachers and supported and valued unconditionally by their families and communities. California's future success depends on tapping into the potential of all students, no matter their background, ethnicity, or gender, so they graduate ready for post-secondary options, professional opportunities, and life. Please welcome the Ikettes and Ike Singers from Eisenhower High School in Rialto Unified.
Together, come on, let's do this right.
give them another round of applause. Outstanding. There truly are no limits to what we can accomplish together. Thanks so much for the Ike Singers and all the students who participated today. Let's give them again another big round of applause. All of them. Thank you so much for being here and for what you do to transform lives through education. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you again.